maybe we'll get to see it here. You
Oh
never
yeah,
know.
we could.
There's a
True,
chance.
true.
Same with the Dragon Knight. You know,
Booty
see some of
Dragonite.
those new cosmetics. They're really thinking about this pick though, and I mean, 9th pick for BINOMISTAS. You might just want to reveal where this DK is going. Are
They're
they
really
considering
thinking about
Invoker right now?
It is possible. Really good with DK and Lion. You have some Sunstrike heroes already. Wow, that's crazy. How much they're thinking about it. Oh, no
Where'd this guy
morphling
come
then.
from?
I mean, we talked about it in the second game. Remember? I think you actually suggested it, but
Wasn't
they had
that-
clock.
That was specifically against Phoenix, though. That was the only
Yeah.
reason I suggested it.
True, but it is open, right? So they might be thinking. Okay, let me.
You picked.
I
the
guess she
Jug
doesn't
because
play
of
core
the threat of the Phoenix. Yeah.
No, you're right. Sorry.
I mean, it is
it's
Phoenix
way too
Mars, so maybe there's like some merit there. They ban out the Doom, which is also a little peculiar.
early. I guess.
Don't really see Doom fitting into this SG
I mean,
draft, but
Jug is similar to Morphling in the sense that it doesn't care about the arena. In the sense that, yeah, it doesn't
True.
like counter Terrorblade, but you can go for the magic build and you actually can do pretty substantial damage to him. And I also feel like it probably works with the Darkseer a little bit better than the Morphling, so that's why they went for it.
it's a
just
tempo thing, right? Because Jug plays faster than Terrorblade, so you can
that as well.
break the game a little bit while Terrorblade's still sitting in the jungle with his Yasha trying to figure out what items he wants to buy.
Yeah, it's definitely a part of it because you can just build Maelstrom, get Surge, and just right-click noobs or spin on noobs.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm not calling SG noobs, all right? It's just that you're gonna be
No,
so
that's-
fat from the
No,
kills that
To
they're
the
gonna
Reddit
look
post
like
tomorrow. That
Yeah.
Bowie just, hates
noobs.
SG.
SG hates Brazil. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I forgot words. But
That's,
let's think about the third phase here. What SG wants? They need either a mid hero or an offlaner, right?
Yep. And a
Oh,
Wyvern band.
There you go,
Okay.
Moxxi.
Yeah, that's been waiting to see that hero at all, honestly,
Yeah,
because it's
fair
so
enough.
good. And again, it's very interesting how these teams sometimes just save their last pick for a support. Not used to seeing that.
I do like
They-
that Lesh ban. That's pretty nice.
Mhm.
But for BINOMISTAS, they need a mid or an off laner as well for the most part. Sorry.
Are
no,
you
the
skipping
4.
over the support DK?
Yeah, they need a 4. I was.
There
And
you
wow. Ooh, they take the 5.
it's a
So it's a
disruptor.
4 lion with a disruptor here. I'm all over the place now too.
Oh, that's. I mean, I'm not sure how much I like Darkseer with only a DK and a Juggernaut to play alongside. We'll see how that goes, but it doesn't strike me as a strong lane necessarily.
I'm not seeing it here. Like, what is disruptor counter? Like, it's okay against Mirana. It's okay against Clock. But
Maybe for the Static Storm, throwing it into the Thunderdome,
I
Yeah, I
think
mean, that's
the
okay.
hero missing here is probably why they pick it. Like, I'm trying to remember. Maybe they're trying to pick Lina.
It's in
I'm
lane
not
too, I guess, because it's magic against, all the armor that Terrorblade's gonna be. I mean,
it's a decent
Oh.
amount of magic damage.
they wanted to try to do something like that. I don't know. It's late.
TA.
Oh.
And they grab
All right. I
TA.
mean, that the Thunder Strike, eventually, will be pretty decent against the Refraction, possibly. But TA, ooh, man, it has been a while since I've seen 4DR TA. That's gonna be fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
This SG lineup is nasty, man. I don't
Yeah,
know. They've got great Roche control, good tempo, great
Joe,
team
what are
fighter
these
on
hats?
Terrorblade.
I just
True.
realized
That
these
Mirana,
hats we're
I have
looking at.
never seen this Mirana actually.
No. Look at the jug, dude.
Wow,
And the disruptor.
Yeah.
Oh man.
that's
There's
sick. Actually,
theresome particles here. We're gonna have to do some
that's some
cosmetics
Hokage
investigation.
disruptor set or something.
Yeah,
Wow.
it really is.
Well-
Lion looks somewhat put together too. What is this nonsense? I'm used to seeing
You're
lions
right.
with like different bits and bobs all over. I'm
Mhm.
looking like a crazy person.
Lions
What is
finally got
this?
so many cosmetics with particles that it ties the whole room together. It's we've gone so far overboard that it's finally working. It's
Come
all
full
coming
circle.
together. TI10, the master plan. There you go.
Beautiful.
Anybody going for BINOMISTAS here with these drafts in Game 3? Because I personally, I'll start off the predictions. I'm liking SG a lot. Again, I think it looks easier. I think they can control Roche and Costabile Terrorblade once again.
I want to agree, but I think with Game 2, I think SG, they have this very greedy lineup with the TA Terrorblade, and they can win this game for sure, but they have to play more, they got to be more, it's not passive, the word, they just have to be respectful of their cooldowns. Yeah, patient, because they can throw this game very easily if they take some bad fights, because
Okay.
they have heroes that need a lot of items. Like, this TA needs 2 items, Terrorblade needs 3. So if they can control the map, play well, I do favor their draft, but I'm a little
All right.
thrown off by Game 2.
Well, let me hand it over to you guys here. Let's jump into this game. There's no pause. They're moving fast. We might see some first blood, so let's go, go, go.
All right, let's go. All right, Moxxi.
Say, I
There
like
is
TA recently.
I also love her, but there's a big smoke, and I think they gotta be careful here.
I mean, I don't know how much they get done here with them sitting on the low ground, everybody else sitting on high ground. It'd be a
They
little
have a
tricky.
ward. We'll see.
do indeed.
If SG breaks formation.
Hold,
Anything can happen.
boys, hold. Yeah, look at this. Tavo spots him out immediately, but he gets jumped on. So Arrow coming in hot isn't going to land on anyone. Tavo is going to be the first blood. Sexy Fat is going to start off the game very happy.
Huh. I'm surprised, because I agree with you. I didn't really thought this was possible, but they made it work.
Maybe
You know,
he was
BINOMISTAS.
looking somewhere else.
True.
Sometimes, you know, at the start of the game, you're like, ah, fine, I'm gonna go, you know, have a drink or something, you know, have a sip of my water. It's late. Stay
Oh.
hydrated, everybody.
I'll take a look at this shady email. You know, maybe they do actually want to give me $5,000. All right. Let's. This mid matchup is very passive, so I think we should probably look at either top or bottom. What do you prefer here? What's the lane that really makes?
I mean, this is a classic up here in the top lane, right? The Mirana and the Mars combination. You land a spear, you land an arrow, you get yourself a kill.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is this has a lot of potential here in this top lane, whereas the bottom lane, a little bit harder to kind of, you know, perhaps you could make a play over onto KJ, but Costabile has so much armor here, it's going to be difficult to really pressure too hard right off the bat.
Oh, there you go. No surge on Darks here. This could be no.
That's an arrow onto Nuages.
Oh.
But Tavo not in position, of course, has that God's Rebuke for his first level, so. A lot of damage, though. My goodness. Nuages is not looking so healthy.
He does have a decent amount of regen, so it's probably going to be fine. Maybe Benny even goes for that level 2 healing ward to help his friend. Let's see what he does.
And they're putting out plenty of harass here. Be careful here. Theolacor does not seem like he cares. Look at this. He leaps forward here to take down the healing ward.
Okay.
Throws out the taunt to boot. Yeah, that was a little woo. But
I
oh,
actually
look
didn't
at
click
this. Sexy Nuages. It cancels the clarity. The arrow not quite going to be able to land. But he's sitting so low. Look at this Theolacor. He wants it so bad. One more hit will do the trick. And Theolacor will fall shortly after.
Beautiful. Wow, I actually didn't actually click the disruptor, but if he had glimpse, if he actually didn't kill the glimpse, he could have killed the Mirana when she went for the leap to get the hitting ward, but it did work out, and he also gets first blood, so really nicely done by Theolacor.
Oh, as expected, the first kill, top lane. Man, I should have bet you something on that, but we talked about bets earlier.
Yeah.
I could have, man, I could have been one VZZ Pugnasut richer here. KJ, the bottom lane, is taking a decent amount of harass, but Stabile farming perfectly fine here. Happy to just hit the creeps. And of course, that middle lane, everyone just picking up the respective water runes. I think that has to be careful though. KJ putting out a decent amount of damage. In fact, is going to be forced to use that Sal for sure. That'll
Yeah,
be the end
that's
of his
really
regen.
the problem with this lane. Like, yeah, Darkseer he's gonna be decent against Terrorblade in mid game.
Ooh.
I just feel
Nuages in the
like they're running
top
so
lane.
weak.
Theolacore, go
Oh,
for it. Yeah, that's another kill here for Theolacore. This Marauder out for blood.
wow.
Bottom lane
Hey.
again. Cogs coming out. They're going to try to buy a little bit more time, but Gustavile, he'll turn around. KJ gets the final hit. Jupiter now has to be careful as well. It feels like BINOMISTAS, they're feeling tired. They're falling apart as they have
Yeah.
lost 2 lanes, and they might be losing another one here in the mid lane because 40R is going for a bit of a dive. Looks
Wow.
like it's going to be fine for this Dragon Knight, but he's going to help himself to some of these creeps over here on the side while he's there.
Yeah, as the fight bottom was happening, the Mirana actually got Benny's Courier with boots, so
Oh
he's
no.
so sad right now. Yeah, there's lots of things going badly for the lane stage here. BINOMISTAS, not sure if they're tired, but this is not the way they play game 1 and 2, so we'll see how
Their
if they can
Courier
recover from
snipe.
this.
And
Again?
Theolacore is everywhere here. Hunting your
Yes.
couriers, hunting your disruptors. No place is safe. Look at this, just right around
Yeah,
the corner
Disruptor
here.
is
Walks
not
right
looking
into
like the
Nuages.
Hokage I expected him to be.
I mean, he looks really cool, though. That's some
He
points
does.
right there. Benny getting pinned over the tree. Theolacore trying to find the opening here. Was pretty occupied, though, with clicking away at Nuages. Love to land an arrow, most likely. But Tavo farming very well currently in this top lane.
Well, the difference between the TA and the DK also. Usually DK doesn't really lose lanes, and maybe those are some lane creeps too. Sorry, jungle creeps from 4DR. But really good start by TA, and that's all she needs, right? You get that early start, and you become that beast.
Looks like we have a little bit of a pause here.
Okay.
Theolacore is
Got
got himself an arrow. Might be making his way over. Perhaps chasing. I don't think he's chasing couriers, although he could run directly into another one, as there are, you know, the pings coming out over for that one ward that they've placed. But they could also be trying to set something up over on the mid lane against Mini. It's a pretty hard kill, obviously. It is a Drag Knight, but he is not level 6 just yet. Yeah, look at all the pings coming out over on these couriers, man. Theolacore, Courier Slayer.
All right. Do you wanna bet if we're gonna see this courier dying?
Gosh, I feel like I'm being baited right now.
All right.
I don't wanna get
Here's
debated.
what I'll say. I'll give you I'll give you some battle pass levels if you
Ooh.
guess it right, or if you guess it right. If it's either gonna be killed or not.
I think he's gonna get it.
All right.
I think he's gonna get it. They've got the ward there. We've got Theolacore. He's got 2 leap charges. This man smells blood in the water for couriers.
So you're certain of your decision?
I'm not certain about anything in life, man.
Neither am I,
It is
but you gotta pick
late.
it. You gotta pick it. That pause is gonna come down, and you have to pick yes or no.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with yes. I see the pings coming out.
It is a chicken. It feels like it's very hopeless, but all right.
Cluckles the Courageous or something? What's the actual name on this bad boy?
It's
Cluckles the Brave. Sorry, close. I like the ones where they put the gem in. It looks like fire. Chicken's on fire, and he's just like right across.
Yeah.
You know, I have a penguin courier named Pepito, and I really wish that I could socket it and put like the little snow around him.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he is a very basic courier, and that is not a thing I can do. Very sad about that.
Feels bad, but I love that courier. It's a really good one. Oh, looks like some lag. So it's not only me. See, I'm not making that up.
It's all
That's
the
like
Brazilians on
internet.
their servers tonight. You know.
Okay, guys,
Cheering on the
if you're watching and you want the series to continue, you have to unfortunately turn your internet down so that Nuages can play. So we need like 2 or 3 people to make sure he's gonna have the bandwidth. So I'm
Do
kidding,
your
guys,
part.
please.
Help them out.
Don't turn your internet off, or you're not gonna see if this car is gonna survive or not.
That's true. We're
Oh
at
man,
the,
it's actually
the edge
chainmail
of our
and
seats.
boots. That would be
That would be
so.
huge.
Oh god. All right, lots of all chat here.
All right.
Uh,
Looks like they're ready to go.
all
Moment
right,
of
Mini
truth.
says cringe and the game.
Oh.
Okay, he micros
They
it, but he
know-
could arrow.
He's looking for it. Tosses out the arrow. Ooh, right by it. One. Get the other one. He looks up. Woo! He wants it. Do you see it? He can't see it.
Oh.
No.
You were
All
really
right. Does that
close,
still
Moxxi.
count though? Because he didn't kill it, but he went after it.
It doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's
it
fine.
was really close though. You know, I might, you know, pay maybe like a ramen or something if we ever
Ooh.
land events again.
Man, I could go for ramen.
All right, that's it.
Pho?
I'll
Oh, man.
get you a bowl of
I'm
ramen.
hungry. Nice.
Oh, sorry, by the way. I know you're really hungry.
Easiest ramen of my life.
I'll get
Oh,
you
man,
chicken
I can't
ramen,
wait.
by the way, just to make it special.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. On theme. I like it. I like it.
Nice.
I'm sure you
Nice.
chicken ramen.
Okay, so how's the
Nuages.
Terrorblade doing here? Oh,
Yeah, a little bit of a fight over here on the side. 4DR though should be absolutely fine. Just gonna go drop a trap in case Mini decides to chase after him. He'll pop it, slow him down a little bit.
okay. In terms of stacks here, looks like 4DR has one. Might be able to farm that.
Jupiter
Mini's
just
gonna
barely
be-
making it out. Oof.
Yeah.
Very close there.
Oh.
A couple little stacks over here for
Bravo.
the TA.
Just ulted.
Okay.
Oh,
You know,
nice,
just wanted to make sure the button worked.
It's always nice. Double check.
Yeah. Yeah. Very
Nice
important.
camp block there by Nuages. Wants to make sure no ancient stacks are done. No, also body blocks the camp. Nice.
Keeping tabs very important, especially when you have a TA on the enemy team. Ooh, a nice chip vest. That's always a great find when you're a melee core here. Tavo just gonna poke around a little bit here with Nuages. Pins him to a tree. I'm not sure he's got quite enough here. Yeah, I think actually he might be able to get this kill. One more hit, down he goes. Benny joining in here has the Omni slash Tavo. He's just gonna teleport on out, and he's absolutely fine. Even throws out the tip to Benny, just like, ha, nice try, nerd. For the mid lane, bit of a meld strike over onto Mini. Lots of traps placed down. Not sure that 4DR can get this kill though. We'll defend his tower.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done
Good
here
shot.
by both sides.
Ooh, look at the supports on SG here.
Oh,
AJ,
hello.
battery assault with those cogs. The Olacor waiting in position does have an arrow available if necessary, but looks like he's going to be fine. Throwing out a couple clicks, Jupiter trying to follow up with any sort of stun or lockdown. But that is a TP over to the mid lane, which is going to free up some of this other space. Top lane, though, Tavo is getting spun on. Has to be a little careful. Does have the arena if he wants to try to go and pop it, but it's going to back off and hit these crepes.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like the SG's plan is actually working really well. They block a couple of camps, yes, but you know, two of the SG's most important heroes are the most farmed ones in the game. They have this gold advantage, and it doesn't feel like BINOMISTAS can force any plays. This Jug has to farm. Darkseer's, like, look at his items. He is so poor. I think this DK Mini's gonna have to lift a lot of weight right now, but looks like they will find a KJ. Oh, they don't even get that one.
Nice. Manages to get those neutral creeps to help him out here.
All right.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
So they buy a smoke here on the clock. I wonder if we're gonna try and make a rotation here with Tavo. He's just farming his blink so far.
Pressure
really
on
likes-
Stabile.
Oh.
Taking a lot of damage here. The arrow comes through. Oh, he wasn't able to get the sun up in time. They'll be able to follow up, though, with a nice arena. The Stars are... They need a little bit more damage here. So the Olacor trying to get into position does have those earned charges. Leap forward, adding a little bit of extra speed. And they'll be able to punish them for the kill on the Terrorblade.
All right.
Astrian popped over here on 4DR. It's going to get glimpsed back, but again, does have a haste, so could be right back there if needed, but is at the end of it. So Mini making his rotation back to the mid lane. they'll be able to protect their mid tower.
Mm-hmm. Tavo really happy about it. He was already very farmed towards the blink. He's really, really close now, considering it's only 9 minutes into the game.
G trying to get into position here. They don't have the arena, but perhaps if they land a good arrow, maybe they can put more pressure on the mid lane. Feels like they've been dancing back and forth here for quite a while.
It's, I guess what's very impressive about this game is that in both, oh my god, Kosobu has to be so careful. I was gonna say that they're not forcing tower so much instead of SG. Oh, hello, Mark.
Not Tavo is sitting so very low as he walks into 3. What a beautiful rebuke, just tossing them back. Managed to go and they take down 1, but
Wow.
Tavo falling, and then they'll also be able to clean up on Jupiter and Nuages.
Okay, I mean, that was beautiful. Kosobu, he could have died if Tavo was not there. And then not only they get 2 kills, but this sets up the tower falling. I was afraid that SG maybe was going to take too long to be able to force towers, since they want to farm the TB and the TA, and they're the heroes that actually do tower damage. But it's not going to matter. It's going to be free tier 1 for SG. Very nice. What is the Jug building? So he's going for that Maelstrom. Can join the game relatively early. But the map control is definitely on the side of SG right now with this tower down.
Very glad that he went for the Maelstrom build and not something like a Battle Fury, honestly.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Just does not pay off recently in this patch.
Elijah's though, maybe trying to use that level 6, but doesn't find anyone.
Gotta be careful that he doesn't get hook shotted here immediately by Clockwork. Look at him.
Oh,
Look at KJ
as
just
you
running
say
right
that,
on
though.
in. He's got the hook shot. There's a lot of other supports here. And look, he was thinking about it. Considering. Starts pointing. He's just having a little dance here. A little fun. But they'll jump over onto Sexy Bat and they'll follow up with a nice arena. But there it is. There's that static storm. And Sexy Bat, he does fall. Tavo's taking a lot of damage, but it looks like he's going to be able to walk out. But the follow-up now coming out from Mini will be able to clean up on Tavo. And KJ, they want Jupiter. Can they get him in time, though, is the question. Because KJ's taking a lot of damage. Final hit comes off. Jupiter will fall, and Theo, of course, going to try to hop on away. Does have to be careful, of course, because they have the glimpse. That's the last leap off. Not going to be able to go and land that arrow, and that's going to be a dead Mirana.
Okay. I thought the Mirana was going to be able to kill the Disruptor, but he misses the arrow. I was like, do you really want to glimpse that Mirana? No, I just... But he sidestepped it very nicely. But mid, though, fell down as all of that was happening. So SG still in the advantage here.
I mean, this is TI Quals, Bowie. This is not the time to be a coward. If you think that you can get that kill, you go and you grab it. You try to get it. But,
I mean,
yeah, be careful that you don't die, too. Yes,
and be careful. Always be careful, guys. But if you can get a kill, go for it. Now, Benny here. He's really, really farmed. I'm struggling to visualize how their fights are gonna pan out, because they need the blink dagger on the DK, which they do, and they're smoked towards. But how does the Juggernaut actually join the fray? He's not really with his team right now. Oh,
over onto Jupiter, into the arrow. It's just so easy to hit a target that can't move. So that's gonna be a little less lockdown available now for the side of BINOMISTAS.
Okay.
What does BINOMISTAS mean?
Okay, so here's a story lesson. They were Incubus, and they got approached by this I guess like it's an investing app that's called Binomio, and they bought I guess the name of the team, so they're like the BINOMISTAS because they use the Binomio app.
Got it. So they're just like,
hold on.
Oh, look at that arrow. Oh, onto Sexy Cat, over onto the back line. They are forced to run away as they go in with the snipe. They'll get the kill. The glimpse back over here near 4DR. It's not looking super great here for Theolacor. He doesn't have any leaps left. KJ was trying his best. He'll get off a Meld Strike over onto Benny, but they got the Darks here, but they took down the Mirana.
I guess like a similar thing would be like if McDonald's bought a Dota team and they're like the McDonalders. That's
McDonald.
I'm not even sure if
silly.
that's
I like
how
it.
you say it, but yeah.
The McDonaldites.
McDonaldites, nice, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. I understand what you mean, though.
I'm waiting for this like big corporation to get a Dota team, because there's obviously sponsors, but there's no big corp that actually has a team. I'm waiting for that to happen. I think it's gonna be really fun to see these big names in the Dota space,
Sure.
esports space.
I mean, we see it in some of the other esports, you know, getting sponsored by like these major brands.
Mhm.
Didn't Coca-Cola at one point or something? No, there was like another. There was a couple of these different like larger brands that definitely started investing in Dota 2.
Yeah, I think Nike definitely sponsors Furia.
Okay.
They used to have a Dota team, but
Rip.
it
Formerly
ripped.
Midas.
Yep.
Okay, Jayla, look at this. Beautiful with the bottleneck here as they pop over on the side with this haste rune. Minnie is getting locked down. Here they go. They drop the wall. And it's beautiful wall backing combo into the static storm. KJ is taking so much damage. He is going to fall. It's a beautiful wombo combo, but now that it's all on cooldown, look at 40R. He really wants Jupiter here. Another Earth Spike, but look at the damage coming out from this TA. So he's gonna continue to follow. The arrow doesn't quite connect. They need to get there a little bit faster. The spear not connecting. Jupiter sitting with 20 HP. He's trying. Think of when they dropped the arena. They've had enough of his nonsense. As Natuajes is trying to hide in the corner, should be able to teleport out as no one's looking for him over there. And Sexy Fan. Oh, Sexy Fan. Oh my god. You almost got hit with the arrow.
That was so sad. The Clockwork was dying so close to Terrorblade. Close to it was full HP, and he just looked at the Clockwork die. He didn't even bother casting the animation of Thunder. Like, nah, you're not worth my HP. Just watch his friends die, but probably for a good reason. Close to Bill looking.
It's Dota.
Really...
We've all watched our friends die. Ooh, sexy
Yes.
fat though.
Okay.
Nice quick pick off there for the side of SG. And the tips are coming out, man. They're sassy tonight.
Oof, dude, I'm not gonna lie, Moxxi. I think this game, I don't know the win percentage right now. I don't want to spoil you, but this game looks really hard for BINOMISTAS to win because I don't really see how they take fights. You know, you have this initiation of the DK, but not like all of the rest of their damage cannot follow up to the DK blink. So it's just a weird draft. When I saw the Darkseer Lion lane, I was kind of skeptical, and I think it was just really hard for them to fix the draft from that point. Obviously, they can still win, but I think it kind of counts on Benny becoming this huge beast, which he's striving towards, but he needs more time.
I mean, compared to what they've got going on over here on the side of SG. And man, KJ has been in like perfect position a lot of these times, just being able to go and cancel it out. The glimpse comes back though, because they do have that capability, so they should be able to blow up this Clockwork. So that's something going over the way of BINOMISTAS.
Nicely done. Still though, I'm pretty sure that was a smoke move from BINOMISTAS too. So, you know, you kill a Clockwork, but what are you taking out of that smoke? Can they take this tower? Maybe they can, but feels like SG wants to defend it.
You don't have your Terrorblade though. The Terrorblade is just continuing the farm.
no.
This is just more space, right?
I think it is. They could defend this. Oh, they want to defend
Yeah, they're
this.
teleporting in. Yeah,
Oh,
Tabo
boy.
has that Blink Dagger if they want to try to find the opening. TA will show up. Tower does go down. The follow-up, beautiful arena catching 3 of them, but they'll turn it back around with that static storm. The arrow got tossed out.
the arrow.
Tabo's not doing enough damage, but it looks like they will be able to get the kill over onto Jupiter. Beautiful hook shot, though, coming out from KJ. Stabile, though, he's eating a lot of that Omni Slash. Looks like he's going to be fine. They'll turn back around again, try to take down some of these illusions.
Oh,
And it was
man.
it looked really nice for like half a second there for BINOMISTAS, but it just wasn't enough damage.
Yeah, Tabo,
That
he
was a
just
lot of the
ate so
ultimates.
many spells by himself. He was ulted by Darkseer, then the wall came out, and it was pretty much only Tabo. So, like, really good play. I think a lot of offlaners would have felt scared to go in, but he knew that using his body to tank so many spells is fruitful in the end.
He needed to tank that, but they got the Roche, so I think you're happy for it. As the Olacor leaping forward, Kostabile, he's looking to join into this fight. He sees Jupiter over here on the bottom end. They should be able to blow up the Lion here very, very easily. As the rest of BINOMISTAS now forced away. Don't want to fight into an Aegis, and now you've got your main source of lockdown that has been removed from the fight.
Wow, they were so fast inside of SG. I was watching the fight, I'm like, okay, BINOMISTAS might be able to... Oh no, Roche's already down.
They have a TA,
So,
man. They've got a TA with a
yeah.
Meld and a Desolator. How do you deal with that? And look at this. 40R is feeling very powerful. He's got KJ coming around the corner here. He's going to go use the flare, making sure that they can keep tabs on him. They can see it just jumps around the side. They have the hook shot. They'll cancel out the teleport. And they're just going to go to work here on Min. Even Tavo's going to join in on the fun. And that is a dead Dragon Knight.
Poor Davion.
I didn't realize you were on
Okay.
a first name basis with him.
I mean, now that I've seen him naked, you know, I feel like I'm a little bit closer to him than before.
Fair.
Well, this is really rough for BINOMISTAS. This is looking like game 2, but roles reversed. They push really fast on the side of SG. They do have split push on Benny, but you always have to watch out for the clockwork. This first Aegis is gonna do a lot. We'll see what BINOMISTAS can, I guess, get in return. But oh man, what about the line here? No blink. He's forced to go 4-staff because there's a clockwork in the game. So many things about that clock pick makes the BINOMISTAS lineup look kind of sad, I guess.
With the FPS for everybody.
Wow. I hope they fix this, dude.
Yeah,
It's-
this is very problematic.
It's definitely not a meme, right? When they paused at that road fight, I was like, is this really like an actual problem? But no, I'm sure it has to be an issue because it's been so many times already.
It's been so
Like,
yeah, because you don't want to waste
7
all
or
of
8 times.
your
Yeah.
pause time either in case you have an issue, another issue come
Mhm.
up. So looks
Definitely.
like maybe the update made things a little unstable.
Oof.
Sometimes it happens. It's a free to play game. These things happen.
True. All right, so TA finally joins mid here. This tier 2 tower not looking healthy with a catapult approaching. BKB is going to be completed on the DK, but he actually used the Dragon Form to farm. So even if he gets the BKB, it's going to be a while for him to be in fighting form.
You focus on the facts like this Cardi is really, it's scary. Meanwhile, 40R is just wailing away at it like, and I guess, 40R is helping the Cardi.
The Cardi helps.
40R is actually just the sidekick. The Cardi is the protagonist of this particular anime.
Okay, so another tier 2 tower down. Not really much BINOMISTAS can do. I'm trying to look for their saving grace here. Looks like Eggs is gonna be the item that Sexy Fat's gonna go for. It's very powerful, on a hero, on an IG hero like Jug. Being super tanky definitely allows him to do more damage with the Blade Fury shard. But I still feel like they're gonna like damage. Shadow.
They're hunting.
Oh
Got
boy.
the Moonlight Shadow. They had a sentry over on the side, but already Benny is gonna have to spin. Rajesh has the Ghost Scepter, but they've got so much magic damage. Plus the hook shot here. They're gonna cancel it out, but he ends up tanking it for his Juggernaut, so
Dude,
you
Nuages
can tell
is
they're
the
pretty
MVP.
happy.
For that play alone, he actually allowed the
leaned
Jug to
into it.
survive there. And that's a lot of wasted time for SG. They have an Aegis, so just beautiful play, forcing everyone bottom, allowing the Jug to survive. He's my MVP. I'm already decided.
Nice. Nuage's MVP.
Oh boy.
All right. That buys him a little bit more time here. Again, 7k net worth lead, and like you said, SG wandering about trying to find that pick off and not getting it does feel bad. But you can see over on the side, 4DR is just going to town over here on this tower. No backdoor protection on tier 1s, so should be just fine. Got KJ sitting nearby as well as they babysit.
Tier 1 falls. I'm pretty sure this tier 2 tower is also going to fall. And that's probably when BINOMISTAS wants to make a move, because I feel like if they just wait for the next Roshan, they might be way too underfarmed. I think they have to make a move as soon as the Aegis wears off, or like when they finish a big item. The BKB is ready on the DK. The Eggs, unfortunately, they still need 800 gold for the Eggs. I think that's really the bottleneck right now for them.
Yeah. Well, the fight's going to be coming to them soon because they're just ripping through these buildings over on the side of SG. Be interested to see if they decide they want to try to go high ground or if they feel like they need to get themselves some sort of a pick off. And right now it feels like they want to pick off. Smoke comes out. They're hunting. Minnie sitting over here. Tavo, and smoke breaking. Blinks away. Be careful. They're going to be expecting this now. Aegis does get reclaimed, so now's the time for the BINOMISTAS to do something.
All right. Will they take the fight with no eggs, or are they actually trying to? Okay, they will fight. Oh man, I hope this doesn't end up being tragic, because I really feel like the eggs is a really big increase in DPS for them. It looks like they're just actually waiting here. They don't want to make an aggressive move. They just want to react in case there is a move from SG.
Weird. It's a very complacent kind of smoke, it feels like.
Yeah, I
Does he
do
get to
feel like
run home?
BINOMISTAS, they weigh smokes way too much, you know? Smoke can be bad for you. You know,
Oh, yeah.
kids with vapes, be careful. Is vape smoking?
Yes.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's an inhalation of a chemical, so I guess
Yes.
it depends on how you define smoking.
Okay, yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about that, but it's
It's
late
late,
night, though.
guys. It's like 1:30 for Bowie. It's 12:30 for me. Thank you guys for hanging with us, enjoying the SA Dotas, you know, cheering on SG or BINOMISTAS. We appreciate it. And
you so much,
apologies as we
Moxxi.
descend into insanity as it gets later and later into the night.
Always saving my weird-ass tangents.
Dude, I cast with Jenkins and Neff. This is
That's
a piece
true.
of cake.
That's actually true. I
Arrow
sometimes I
scout.
feel like I'm way too random, but I watch Jenkins, I'm like, I'm fine, man.
All right.
Okay.
Well, now we talked about SG needing to chill. Is this a situation where they need to just chill, or should they be pushing the envelope?
No, I think they're totally fine. They're controlling the triangle here, cutting mid and bottom. When they know the Rosh might be respawning, they might rotate towards the other side of the map. But right now, like, this is pretty much risk-free, since there's
Silly.
BKB up for DR.
With how far back 4DR can sit here. Arrow does get tossed out for a
Yeah.
little more vision. But yeah, TA sitting on the low ground and being able to hit towers. Man, what a
What
game.
a world we live in, yeah. And that's no Dragonlance. If he actually got lucky with the neutral items, it could have been even further away.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, now they're gonna probably rotate towards the left. They want to control Roche. It's really hard for BINOMISTAS to contest, actually. The only really good spell they have inside the pit is the Darkseer wall, but they don't have Blink. So that's kind
They
of hard
have
to
Static
execute.
Storm.
True. But a cast
can
range is
toss
kind of
that
meh,
that way.
right?
It's
But-
very mad.
Yeah.
Very mad. And we don't even have like an Aether Lens or something on this homie. But, you know,
Yeah.
they do have it.
They do. If they can get a good wall vacuum, the Static Storm can definitely be like a really good additive to everything else. But starting with it, considering there's BKBs already on the Terra Blade and the TA, not gonna be that impactful. So Roche, actually very long spawn on the Roche, so they're just gonna keep buying more time.
Oh, they find Minnie, but it looks like they don't want a hard commit on this. So that is the arena down. Toss out another spear off to the side. Again, it's Tavo. We talked about it. He sees it. He wants it. Run
Oh,
in here.
I'm
They'll
getting
take down the healing ward.
flashbacks.
Viola Core.
They're
Cut
gonna
down,
fight
and we have the Scotty online now for Constabile, so they're putting out the damage over onto Minnie. It does force out that BKB, but look at this damage. Look at the kite. As they go, they throw Constabile up onto the top of that mount. He seems absolutely fine with this right now as they get the cogs off as well. Sexy Bat is now trapped between Viola Core, between all these snowballs, and look at this, a double kill. King of the mountain here, Mr. Constabile. He doesn't care that you put him on that cliff.
Costeezy, as some would say. I mean, that was such a weird fight because I was scared for SG when they took it, but the Darkseer never mech'd the Davion Dragon Knight or Surge him. So I'm assuming Surge was on cooldown, but I'm sure mech was not. So just really weird fight from both sides, and I guess they don't even have Chirosh now because they know Wall's on cooldown and Dragon Form is on cooldown.
Big
But,
opening to the side of
SG,
SG.
yeah, I guess SG actually being very, very cautious here. Just waiting for Roche, which is probably the best idea.
Second Roche of the game, one of the most important.
Who gets
That
shard,
shard.
Moxxi?
Too good. I mean, EA shard with the silence is pretty baller.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I love myself some jetpack on Clockwork.
I want to see the
That's
jetpack,
not
actually.
necessarily the best pick here.
All
There are
smoke.
other things that they can use, but KJ the spin coming out again over onto the clock, taking a lot of damage. He is going to fall, but they have the arena over onto the back lines. They drop the static storm. Jupiter does fall because they have the BKB, but 40R does take a lot of that damage. Nuages next to fall. Stabia looking for the opening. The buybacks are coming out in mass from both teams here. Sexy Fat getting chased down over on the side. Looking for any sort of opening that they can get. It's a glimpse back. That's going to be a dead Sexy Fat. As Tavo looking for an opening. It's a nice stun coming out from Jupiter. They bought back the hook shot coming in, but doesn't connect over onto a hero. It just connects onto the creeps. Tavo looking for that spear. Not going to be able to fight it. This is very dangerous for him. He can't afford to die here, and they do have a sentry where they have multiple sentries. That is a dieback. Oh, it's not a dieback. Okay, I thought it was a dieback on Mars, but everybody else bought back, not him.
Classic Tavo.
But this does open up the doors here for the Roche, because now they don't have the Darkseer. They don't have the Static Storm. SG, I don't think they're too choked up about it, to be quite honest here.
True. It's a little scary to lose Mars there, but with no Darkseer, no BKB on the Dragonite, and also like tons of traps, just giving vision. So hard for them to contest.
All right, who picked up the shard though? I didn't see. I was busy watching this fight.
Okay, it's not the Clockwork. It's actually... I don't know.
Oh, it's the Terrorblade. The hookshot coming in though again. Benny spinning around in circles. They do have that finger, but Gustavo, he's back up again. They turn right back around. They managed to take down KJ. And now Benny running for his life. This illusion chasing after him. It does so much damage. Plus that, oh, I think he's gonna die. Yes, that is a dead jug. The Spirit Vessel doing so much damage. And the traps. That's big. He has no buyback. They have an Aegis, he has no buyback. SG's just gonna go walking right down mid right now. They still have half of the Metamorphosis online. I don't know what they can hope to really do. No Dragon Form, no wall.
They have to buy time. There's no wall, as you said. And they're gonna go bottom, very smart. Go mid to bottom. That's one lane of barracks for sure. I mean, I actually didn't notice that the gold event was that big. Even after the buybacks on the side of SG, BINOMISTAS, they're so far behind. I don't really know what they can do. They have to wait. Maybe they can defend the third lane of barracks with wall. I'm not even sure if they have 40 seconds, though.
I don't know. I feel like they're just, running over here. They're just ripping apart the buildings on the side of SG. You have the backdoor protection kicking in at the very least, so that'll buy them some more time, keep their buildings healthy. But I believe we just saw another item picked up for the Terrorblade, and that is a Daedalus.
Not only the Terrorblade, TA also has one. Oh my god.
Yep, that's a lot of physical damage coming out here. And I mean, again, if you get a good wall, perhaps that works to your advantage, but it's a very specific thing that needs to happen.
And I mean, they do have one Ghost Scepter on the Disruptor. Lion trying to finish his. All right, will Lion finish his Ghost Scepter before this game ends? He needs 400 gold.
I think he can. Yeah, I think he can finish it before the game ends.
Okay.
Gotta be careful
though. They need a really good smoke. I think they have to like somehow wrap around SG as they group up top. And like if you burst both supports, maybe there's a chance. Because they're still fighting in your base, so your buybacks count much more. Do they even have a smoke though? Because yeah, I don't think they do. They burn through so many of them.
Like you said, they aren't using their smokes to the best advantage half the time, so.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
feel
think
good
they're
right now.
over eager. They
Gonna try to make a play over onto 4DR, but they follow up. Tavo jumping forward, pins Sexy Fat over to the wall. The Aegis does get popped though while this is going on. Spin coming out from Benny. And that's gonna be the vacuum, but it doesn't quite manage to go and drop them over onto the wall, though they're gonna be able to go and maybe just control Constabile here. He needs help. He needs to get that Sunder off as fast as possible, but looks like he's gonna be fine. Turns back around to see Benny. He's looking to just put out that damage. Kite around, does have the BKB up. He's gonna walk towards the wall, but again, will be able to go use that Sunder, use his KJ as his little battery. And they're gonna back off for the moment here over on the side of SG.
Wow. That was the best case scenario. Like TA walks up the high ground, gets killed. The Terrorblade has to BKB for nothing. I'm not sure if the FPS had any issues there, but really weird fight from SG. Like, I don't think you have to go up the high ground like that. You can go from mid so that you have vision and you can take a better fight. Just really weird angle. TA was by herself.
I think they're getting a little overconfident. I think also, again, it's late. It's very
Yeah.
late, so they probably feel like, man, we want to finish up this game. And perhaps that
Mhm.
makes you a bit sloppy because you're feeling like, oh, we're strong though. We're strong. You know, this TA has died once, Bowie. Only once.
Totally agree, but you don't want to be no pinged, right? You're the
No.
favorite for the matchup. You have to.
Wow, that was harsh, dude.
I mean, come on, no ping. They went to the major. All right,
They did.
they were the favorites for that match. It's just that I think how can I say this? I think being over eager. Who actually said that? I think it was AY. He said that Dota favors the patient ones. I think I'm not sure if I'm quoting him perfectly, but I just 100% agree. Like it's very hard to be patient always, but there's very few times where being patient's gonna hurt you more than help you. You know.
Agree.
But yeah, this still pretty good for SG. I don't think like this makes the game harder for them, but it might make the game longer, which is always a nightmare, especially if you're in SA, especially if it's 2 a.m. in the morning or 2 a.m. midnight. I don't even know how to speak English
No,
anymore.
you're correct. You're correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely
Okay.
correct. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I think it's good that you try to be patient, try to play it chill, but you have to watch out that you don't miss your window of opportunity either, right?
Yes.
That's very important. You don't want to watch your whole life, or in this case, your whole Dota game go by and miss that important, crucial timing because you play too safe. In fact, we used to see that on a couple of the different teams. Well, Alliance comes to mind. They're Liquid now, but that was something that they
Oh.
struggled with for a long time, was being able to close out these games because they'd have a fantastic lead. Not necessarily saying that's what's going on here with SG. They've got a 23k net worth lead, but something to keep in mind.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I think they still have a decent window of opportunity. No ages now, but they have this massive lead, right? And this Terrorblade, they actually threw everything at him, and he was not phased by it. This Terrorblade is so scary, Moxxi. Look at this
He
guy.
is a large lad, as we like
40
to say.
armor, no armor items whatsoever.
He's a tank.
a
He's an
big boy.
Abrams at this point.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? Looks like you were right. Lion could finish the Ghost Scepter, but because they actually wasted the ages on the side of the SG, he wants to get a blink now. He wants to be greedier.
That's suck. I'm like partially right each time, and then it's like, yeah,
No,
nah.
you definitely won. I think it was all about actually getting the gold for it. I think Jupiter. I actually agree. I think his item decision is correct because there's no ages now. If they could somehow isolate this Terrorblade and 100 to 0 him, it could totally change the game.
It's so hard though now. Like he's getting so tanky.
He is.
And especially because they play it so safe, they make sure they have an Aegis usually. And look at this too, like KJ, he's made the decision to pick up an Aeon disc, which I know I've heard a lot of people like grumble about it. They don't like Aeon disc, it's so boring, but like in this case, it's very important because he is the one who separates them in the fights. He needs to survive. He needs to be able to, follow up.
It doesn't matter if he doesn't deal damage. As long as he can stun the Juggernaut spinning or just separate heroes, it's so important. Like Clock, definitely, especially as a 5, it's not really about the damage he provides. It's only the vision and the, I guess, crowd control. Now, one thing that I was looking at here, Juggernaut going for a knee blade, huh? That might be the damage that they lack to kill the Terrorblade, especially if they can jump with the Lion so that the BKB is not popped.
That's a weird mix of stuff though, isn't it?
It's with the Blade Fury DPS talent. I think it's fine. It's probably the right way to play against a hero that has so much armor like Terrorblade. But it's all about that BKB. He does have he has a lot of status resistance, Moxxi. He has Titan's Liver and the Sanjanyasha. So actually locking this guy until he pops BKB is so hard. But
Yeah.
I guess that's the best chance they have. That's until the Disruptor eggs, but I think that's gonna take so long.
That's a ways away. I'm not sure that
Yeah.
Nuages is gonna get there this game. That's one that seems a little too hard.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like if he gets it, like their chances of winning this game increase by like actually a lot, because they have the surge, so the Disruptor can actually get into the fight before he gets exploded.
We've seen some really nice just static storms getting dropped, comboed up with, like you said, the vacuums and whatnot, but they just didn't have enough damage, or they had, solutions to it, so.
Exactly. Looks like Lotus Orb's gonna be Rana's next item here. Pretty good against the Lion and the Omnislash shenanigans.
And the MKB should be finished now for the Templar Assassin. Looks like Courier is picking that up right now, so even more damage.
This TA is so big. Jesus, has the Penta-Edge sword on top of it all.
He's trying to do the best he can, just trying to push out these waves here. He's doing a decent job of it. It's fairly tanky, has the Blink Dagger too. But, it's very much a game of cat and mouse right now for SG versus BINOMISTAS here.
Yes.
Swifter than ever.
I mean, SG, I think they're just playing... I mean, they did kind of waste the Aegis, but considering that mistake, they're playing flawlessly. They're just camping the big jungle, pushing 2 waves. That's all you need. Wait Roche, get the Aegis, go again.
Oh, they had that ward over there. They saw that Benny just ran past them.
They did.
They're patient, though, because look at them over on the high ground. On the side of BINOMISTAS, expecting perhaps they would try to make a play.
I wonder if BINOMISTAS is actually going to try and contest Roche. Oh, okay, they will, as they say.
All right.
Dismal.
Let's go. You have to be careful, though, because they are very much showing what they're doing here, because no one is pushing creeps out of the base.
True. They do go for a good pathing though. Like this is unexpected for sure.
Look at the way they're moving though over here on the side of SG. They totally suspect this.
Yes.
Hiding in the trees, putting down the Moonlight Shadow, grouping around the sentry. Yeah, they can see this Dragonite immediately. They're gonna jump forward. Look at this damage. It is just incredible as Costabile finds the kill. They'll pop the trap. And over here, they'll follow up over here onto Sexy Fat. You're not gonna be able to survive this, and I don't think Nuages is either. So that is 3 dead on the side of BINOMISTAS. This means that they can definitely... Oh, they're even going for more. They find Jupiter, 4 dead. They do have buyback over here on the Darks here. They have it on the Disruptor as well. They are going to buy back. This is the last tower in rack, so both of them buying back. Lion, unfortunately, cannot. Another arrow getting tossed out, just trying to get some vision. Continue to just let the illusion chonk away over here on the side. Down goes the tower.
Hard.
It's very hard. The damage coming out from these guys.
Yeah.
For the longest time, it felt like, that was Benny's saving grace, is that he couldn't get locked down. But the amount of damage that's coming out now from, the Daedalus, the MKB, from these heroes is very scary.
Props to SG. They're going to be mega patient. They could have forced that, but they're gonna wait for Roche. If they, yeah, there you go. It's gonna be up. I think that was probably like the best that BINOMISTAS could have went for. If they wait Roche, they probably just lose the game. I think they went up with a good pathing. It's just that the Terrorblade is so massive that even if they jump him, it doesn't actually matter. And SG was very well positioned in the trees and all that. So I don't think they can contest now. They have to pray the Disruptor can finish Ags. He has to...
So that buyback? I don't know.
Yeah, he has to triple his net worth. They are sponsored by an investing app. So if it's time for Nuages to show that they actually, they mean it, it's now. They have to somehow get a lot of money really fast.
Oh, terror wave for Costabile.
Oof.
is a good Ags. And it's going to make things very difficult for BINOMISTAS here.
Okay, so what's the plan here? You do have Blink on Darkseer, so I think he should be hiding. They also have Blink on Light. All right, I mean, they have some... They have to show Benny, because he... Oh, he actually didn't go for the E-Blade, by the way. Got Scotty.
All right, the assault is on. They've smoked up over on the back. Lines to jump forward here from the Dragon Knight. Batavo looking for the opening. 40R is getting just chipped away immediately here by Benny, but they'll find the kill on Nuages. He's not going to be a part of this fight. 40R takes the finger to the face, but he's got the Aegis. He's coming right back up again, and very unlucky bounces coming out now for Benny as the Sunder comes out. They have so much damage. I think they're going to be able to take down this Jug. Indeed, he goes down for 90 seconds. No buyback. The arrow not quite connecting, and GG gets called. SG is gonna take the series.
It was a good showing for BINOMISTAS, but you know, I think the way SG is building these drafts is just better right now than BINOMISTAS. I think they should have won game 2, but they made some pretty bad mistakes. I think this is just based on the draft. I think SG has less mistakes to be made. So I want to say that their draft was probably the biggest reason they won. I think SG played well, but not... They didn't crush BINOMISTAS by any means, which either means BINOMISTAS is really, really good, or that SG is going to have to step it up a little bit if they actually want to have a chance of beating No Ping, which I'm assuming is going to be in the finals, but who knows after this game 1 that's so crazy, right?
I mean, that's the fun, right, of having these DPC seasons, is that you get to see all of these teams really start to grow and start to improve, and all of a sudden that playing field getting very even among each other. But yeah, SG, you know, they played absolutely very, very well here in this game number 3. They're going to take the whole series, and we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, we'll talk all about it.
All right.